Following ICE agents on the ground in Texas. This is a suggestion via Discord. Let's go ahead and check this out immediately, guys. See where this takes us.
Illegal border crossings plummeting to historic lows since the Trump administration began cracking down on illegal immigration. Fox News exclusively embedded with ICE enforcement and removal operation officers in Houston, Texas. Our Brooke Taylor got a firsthand look at their daily work to find and apprehend criminals living in our neighborhoods.
All right,
she joins us now from Houston. How'd it go? What'd you see?
Hi, John. Well, the ERO officers here in Houston tell me that with this new priority to go after these illegal criminal aliens, they are making 2 to 3 times the number of arrests in just the last few weeks.
Guys, that's absolutely expected. I mean, think about what was happening under Biden. Basically nothing. Don't get me wrong, ICE still existed, but not in the same manner that they're able to actually exist now. They're actually doing the job that they are currently being paid for, guys. Respect.
Targets coming out the house.
ICE enforcement and removal operations officers have been watching his movements and patterns for days now. The suspect, an illegal migrant from Mexico, convicted in 2004 for alien smuggling and already removed from the U.S. in 2005, but snuck back in.
Wow.
We're really looking at our public safety threats, our national security threats. They've had their due process. They've never shown up for deportation.
Right.
Those are our primary targets right now.
Yeah, guys, I've been actually saying here, if you are going to deport someone, you have to make sure that they are permanently banned from the United States of America for at least a decade. Give it a decade. They will start to learn that if it's a second infraction within the 10 years, they need to go to prison. Hold them for a amount of time and then release them if that's the case here, guys. But people are not learning. They're not learning to stop breaking into the United States of America. But either way.
How many people roughly are on this target list?
We've got multiple lists, so it's hard to say one specific number.
Dozens, hundreds in Houston?
On the list, thousands.
Thousands.
Next on their list, an illegal migrant from El Salvador, wanted for a child sexual assault conviction there.
We conducting an investigation.
Investigation?
Yes.
What?
According to ICE, the 28-year-old was already deported twice and slipped back into the U.S. illegally sometime after 2022.
Guys, you see what I'm saying here? Because once you deport, like, what's really stopping them from just walking back through the border? Like, if they had the audacity to do it the first time, they're going to do it again. All right. And so you just specifically deporting them back to their home country and then releasing them is not really doing anything. Think about it. And specifically, if they've been here for a really long time, that means most likely their life is here now. They don't see their home country as home any longer. So what are they going to do? Find a way back. So it seems like if they're caught for the second time, then they need to actually be serving some type of time and then released. That's how that works here, guys, because most likely, again, in a very short time, they're going to be back at the southern border trying to get through. Because, again, they have their life here.
Let me see the order or something, because I don't know.
We're trying to keep the community safe. That's the immigrant community. That's the U.S. citizen community. It's everybody.
In Houston, unlike sanctuary cities,
he has to
ERO
go,
officers say they feel supported. And it's an all-hands-on-deck approach, collaborating with the FBI, HSI, CBP, and ATF. All with a common goal.
To see these criminals taken out of the community so they can't reoffend. That's the thing you can't measure. It's what crimes did you prevent by taking these folks out of the community. And that's what, to me, is very rewarding, and I'm trying to remind my folks of all the time.
Guys, what is ERO? I've never heard of this. Is this like a new 3-letter organization? Let me know in the comments.
And new numbers from the DHS reveal that since inauguration, they have made more than 11,700 arrests. That is a 137% increase from this time last year. Those numbers all across the country, John.
Yeah, bro, they were doing nothing.
All right, Brooke Taylor for us with the update. Brooke, thank you.
All right, guys. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong here. I've said this pretty often here because Americans generally care about what we can see, right? And on average, the overwhelming majority of Americans only care about what's actually happening visually and something tangibly, right, let's say. Now, when Biden and Kamala were in office, did they do nothing? They did a lot, actually, but these are none of the things that they did matter, I would say, to the overwhelming majority of Americans, because they were not stopping the flow. They were trying to go to the countries where a lot of these individuals are coming from and try to set up programs that would keep them there. But again, That doesn't make sense for the masses because we're still seeing hordes and hordes and hordes of people coming and breaking into our country via the southern border. They're not going through ports of entry at all. They know they're not going to do that. They're not doing that because for what? For them. They know that they are not going to qualify for asylum in any meaningful manner. They do not have visas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The only way to stop it is what Trump is doing. Like the visual aspect of stopping it. Is it going to stop? I don't know, guys, right? I mean, I get it. Like displaying fear, right? Making them feel fear of coming, that's one thing to stop, sure. But we are not really addressing the root causes of the situation. And I think that's probably what Biden and Kamala were doing, right? But that doesn't matter to the media, let's say. Because again, all we're seeing are hordes and hordes and hordes and droves of people coming to the southern border. But all right, guys. No complaints here, guys. I mean, I think that there needs to be most likely more people being removed. I think that's probably where I'm at right now. And obviously not the individuals that are here under actual asylum or actual refugee status. I would never say this. I have to keep repeating this because people in the comments seem not to understand what I'm saying here. When I say generally more people need to go, I'm referring to the ones who are here under the sole purpose of economic migrancy, the ones who are kind of fiending, let's say, asylum, but in all actuality, they're committing asylum fraud. And this is to the point of 80 to 90% of the individuals that have come through our southern border. Once we can get to the point where these numbers are drastically, taken down, I think that'll be better, basically. My opinion here. I do not like the concept of illegality. We are a nation of laws. I think the first act you have into the United States of America for the first time should not be an illegal one, guys. All right, that's where I'm at. But anyway, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. MrLboyd Music, MrLboyd Movie Reacts, along with MrLboyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.